What's up, guys? Big Papa Drock back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And guys, I'm so freaking excited. I'm so excited to do this video, guys, because I finally pulled ARNORN. I finally got this goofy, stupid dwarf. I have been trying to get this dwarf for the last, I guess, what, 5 months? Something like that. Ever since they ran like a 10x for him at the beginning of December. This is the crown jewel that I have been hoping for. And I'm so excited because I finally got him. Yes, come home, you smoky, fiery dwarf. And we're going to do a video today testing him, and I have yet to do a single thing with him. I've built him. I've yet to take him into arenas. So I have no idea what to expect. I've faced him in live arena, and he can be pretty scary there. So I cannot wait to see how good he is in regular arena, and then I'll start using him hopefully on streams pretty soon. But let's take a look at why I wanted this dwarf so freaking badly. Why? Why, Drock? Why him? Why ARNORN? Let's take a look at the kit. A1. First off, he's void. Let's start with that. So no weak affinities, which is great. But on the A1, attacks one enemies 2 times, damage increases by 5% for each buff on the target. Each hit has a 35% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn that books up to 50%. Hey, you know what? Pretty solid A1 when you can potentially stun somebody. You know, double hitter, which is great. Damage increasing for buffs sounds good, but that's not why we're excited. We'll get to it in a bit. Take a look at the A2. Glimmer Force attacks one enemy 2 times. The damage inflicted by the skill increases by 10% for each 10% HP this champion has lost. Sounds intriguing. If the target is under 2 or more buffs, will also ignore 35% of the target's defense and grants an extra turn if this attack kills an enemy. Oh, baby, we know how many buffs there are in arena, so you can pretty much guarantee you're going to be ignoring most of the defense, or 35% of the defense most of the time, I should say, and then getting a 10% damage boost for each 10% HP this champion has lost is fantastic, plus an extra turn. Really solid A2 on a 3-turn cooldown. Sweet. Let's take a look at the A3, Wrath of Hrothgleim. I have no idea if that's how you pronounce it. Well, Hrothgleim. Maybe the H is silent. Attacks all enemies, will ignore increased defense, strengthen, and shield buffs. If this attack kills at least 1 enemy, decreases the turn meters of all enemies by 50%. This effect cannot be resisted on a 4-turn cooldown here. Hey, sounds pretty nasty, right? AoE, ignoring increased defense, ignoring strengthen, ignoring shield. Sounds like kind of a Marichka counter in some ways, right? And even possibly a Sifu with that increased defense. And if you're killing at least 1 person, you're decreasing turn meters too. Now, that can be good or bad depending on if you're facing Marius, but overall, kit sounds pretty great. But now we get to the juicy part, the part that made me so excited to pull this champion. Golden King, yes, you are the Golden King, ARNORN. At least I hope you are. We haven't tested it yet, so maybe this is all going to be for naught. But passive effect increases this champion's attack by 5%. For each active buff on the enemy team, stacking up to 100%. Oh my God, what a passive. And then we have an active effect, and this is what gets you real excited. Prevents this champion's death and keeps them alive on 1 HP when hit by a fatal hit, places a stone skin buff on them for 1 turn, then instantly activates the Wrath of Hrothgleim, the AoE. This will not place it on cooldown, and if there are multiple champions, only 1 will activate. Oh my goodness, what a passive, guys. What a passive. Somebody asked me the other day, Drock, is it possible to go second consistently arena at the high end and win? And the answer is yes, if you have certain champions, certain gear. Like, it's really hard to do. It's doable, but only against certain team comps and only with certain champions, right? Well, this is one of the champions where going second is legitimately potentially viable against certain champions, because this champion has some hard counters, which is good. We want counters. So I'm so excited to test him out. Now, I want to make one quick note. If you didn't watch my video on how Stone Skin works when champions place it on themselves, so places a Stone Skin buff on them for 1 turn. If you didn't watch that video, you may not know that Stone Skin buff that he gets, that he gives to himself, is not protected. There is no 50-50 chance of avoiding strips, of avoiding removals. So it's really just there to prevent him being essentially stunned, slept, things of that nature, you know. And it also removes any of those debuffs that may be on him as a result of him being attacked, which we shall, hopefully we'll see when we test him out. So just something to be aware of. You're not going to get a protected stone, a protected stone skin or half protected stone skin buff this way. I made a whole video about it. You can go watch that if you want to hear my opinion on it. I think it's ridiculous, but what are you going to do? Polarium, right? Okay, let's take a look at how we've built this guy. Let's take a look at the masteries. Let's take a look at all the fun stuff. Now, I only have a 2-star soul on him currently, so we're nowhere near where we need to be. For the relic, I have gone with Cat's Gaze, which as an attack champion, you'll have to forgive me, I just ate a Caesar salad. As an attack champion, this is the way to go for sure. In my opinion, there's really two options here, I think. Cat's Gaze, I think, is the best if you're looking for maximum damage. And then your other option, funny enough, would actually be Wand of Submission, specifically to counter Armand's trying to polymorph you. You don't have to worry about stuns when you get the stone skin buff up there, but it's nice to throw a sheep back because that would remove the stone skin no problem. So I think Wand of Submission also could hypothetically work, and it's never a bad thing to throw debuffs back at people anyway. But I'm going Cat's Gaze because we want to see maximum damage. We want to see what this guy is capable of, with this test. And actually, I'm now paranoid because I had my Discord on accidentally in my last video, and it was on streamer mode, so I didn't know. And it was going nuts, but it looks like it's off here. It looks like we're good. Discord is not open. Okay, by the way, sorry about that, guys. If you watched my last video and there were Discord pings going crazy, I apologize. Totally not on purpose. For the gemstones here, I just threw, what are we doing here? I just threw the turn meter boosting one in there. I actually was lucky enough to get, really wish it would just make it easy for me to see what these are. Here we go. Piercing Strike. Killing an enemy where next attack ignores 12% of the target's defense. That's kind of sick on him. I think that'll be really good. Invigorated, increases turn meter. And then this is just like, I don't have really good triangular gems, so I just threw an unbowed might on him. Which, this isn't really going to do anything. It looks nice, though. Looks nice. Then let's take a look at the blessing. We're rolling with Lightning Cage. I think this is the best blessing for him, realistically, because you want to make sure that you give yourself as little of a chance as possible of that stone skin buff getting stripped off. Champions like Marius will hard counter ARNORN big time, in that the lightning cage is going to help him from losing those stone skin stacks. So Marius is your natural enemy with this champion for sure. But if someone's trying to strip you and you have lightning cage, if it's fully 6 stars, 75% chance to block it. So I think lightning cage, in my opinion, makes the most sense for him. If you weren't going to do lightning cage, you could always do polymorph, of course. You could do stuff like, let's see here. Chainbreaker maybe, but not really. I don't know. I truly think that lightning cage is the way to go because of his stone skin buff. I think that's the way to go. You could go something like Kraken Roots, but realistically, because you're probably going to be using him in a go second team, most people's stone skin is going to already have fallen off. At least that's the hope when you are fighting with this champion. You'll see how I've built him. I built him very different than how I would normally build champions nowadays for arena, or at least for live arena. I built him way different. Just a lot slower. We'll just put it like that, a lot slower. You can also go Heaven Cast, never a bad thing either. Then for the masteries, we've gone Helm Smasher, of course, Kill Streak, Methodical, give him a little boosted damage. I've also gone with Cycle of Violence because he should be able to do some maximum nasty damage and potentially reduce those cooldowns, and then with that extra turn ability on that A2 could get pretty nasty. Whirlwind of Death, because I personally build him slow, so I want to give him a little bonus speed if he does manage to kill someone. And then also, gone with Grim Resolve over here. Increases damage inflicted by 5% when attacking with 50% HP or less. Because of that passive, pretty good chance this is going to come into play and is more valuable than Heart of Glory, for example, because you're really looking to use him most likely as a go second champion. We're going to do it both, by the way. We're going to do him with going first, and we're going to use him going second and see how good he is with both. And then over here, just kind of standard nuker masteries. You could absolutely go Wisdom of Battle here as well to prevent him from maybe getting like stunned, before that stone skin comes in, if you don't trigger that stone skin buff or if someone doesn't do enough damage. So you certainly go Wisdom of Battle. I've gone here also with Retribution. You want him to counterattack when he loses 25% of his HP, because again, he's going to have that happen probably pretty frequently. So nothing crazy, nothing insane, but I think that makes sense. Let's take a look. Oh, also Ally Attack Aura. Cool. Not super excited about that, but let's take a look at how we have him built. Now, Couple different ways I think you can build this guy. I have chosen to go with, as you can see, maximum reaction. Absolutely maximum reaction. And for that, the reason for that is I just want to delay that Stone Skin buff coming into play as long as possible. I want him to potentially get a turn and then be able to launch his AoE and then have him eventually get pushed back into that Stone Skin buff and have him trigger that AoE again, because it's, even if it's on cooldown, it's still going to activate. It doesn't it doesn't increase the cooldown. So that's why I built him with triple reaction, which is going to lower the overall damage of what I can do, because I just have to use whatever reaction pieces I have. I think triple reaction works. I think you could also do something like, frankly, if you don't have a bunch of reaction, you can notice here I've gone, Savage. You could do 6-piece Merciless. That would probably be ideal. 6-piece Merciless plus triple reaction. You could do Savage plus triple reaction. You could also do, kind of a sneaky one, Feral and Savage, or Feral and Lethal. And the reason for that is, with that Lightning Cage, just preventing him from getting turn meter, or not turn meter, but, CC'd before that Stone Skin buff comes in. You don't necessarily need it, right? And if you're going Feral and Savage, you're going to lose some of this reaction, so chances are he's probably going to end up triggering that Stone Skin buff anyway. But you never know. Maybe it's a one-hitter. Maybe the reaction procs. Maybe he doesn't trigger that Stone Skin buff as early, and then you aren't able to get CC with that Feral buff up there and that combo of Lightning Cage protecting that immunity. So a lot of different ways to build him. I personally think this is maybe one of the better ways. We'll find out. Again, I haven't actually tested them, so we'll see. Let's take a look at the pieces. Speed, crit rate. I used the optimizer for this. Just said, hey, don't use any of my lock champions, but just use my best gear that's laying around. Funny to see a crit damage, set here. You don't see that very often anymore. Not all the time, at least. But again, we're trying to max damage without worrying about speed, at least for this build to start. And we'll see. I might have built him too slow. It's very possible. Might have built him too slow. And then here we are with the reaction. This isn't a bad reaction piece at all. It's actually pretty solid. Crit damage, that's great. And then this is kind of a meh. And I'm out of essence because the mixer still isn't in here. Where's the mixer? Yep. Well, you can see that mixer's really come in handy here, Plarium. Great job. So what does it all add up to? 44k HP, only 2200 defense, 214 speed. So he built slow, and 359% crit damage with 8,388 accuracy. And frankly, for being only 2-star awakened, right? The blessing, we're only sitting at 2 stars. You can see up here. That's not bad. Like, we got a lot more defense, HP, and crit damage to grab here. We got all the attack we can muster at the moment, but certainly an extra 38% crit damage would make him pretty nasty. For a plus, or for a 1, not a baseline ARNORN, I should say, not a +1. The other thing to keep in mind here too, with this Stone Skin buff that he places on himself, and this is like part of where this build may fall down, is that when he's placing this Stone Skin buff on himself, Stone Skin isn't super useful on champions. Well, it's not true. Stone Skin is much easier to get off of a champion like this when they have super low HP. That makes it really easy to break the Stone Skin buff. So super low HP and low defense means the Stone Skin isn't going to hold up to big time hits. If somebody nukes me after that Stone Skin buff is up, I'm probably cooked. Now this will be alleviated a little bit by getting some more stats in here, like ideally getting more defense, like maybe glyphing him up some more or switching my build around. But it is just something to be aware of, because it will affect how much he can take damage-wise afterwards. Like those Stone Skin buffs that you see that never die, those are usually on champions that have insane amounts of HP. So that Stone Skin buff is super, super strong. So anyway, let's take him in. I'm so excited to test this champion. Finally, I can't believe I actually pulled him. All right, bring him into Dragon. Let's see what he can do. Normal, stage 23, the usual. Let's see what our boy can do. Let's go. Let's see. Filter, ARNORN. Yes, my sweet boy ARNORN, and we can go. He's really slow. We can probably go Shuzen here, and we can also go Lydia, and we should be good. I think I'll be able to get back around to buff him up, and then let's take him out because we want to give him that extra aura. Okay, I'm so excited. Let's see what the damage is like. Now remember, 10% increased damage on that A2 for every HP, every 10% he's lost. So he's not going to be able to hit as hard as he should with the A2, but that's okay. Yes, indeed, we're faster. Okay, let's buff up. Start with the A3. Ignores defense, strength, and shield. Turn meter decrease. What do you got for me, big dog? Boom, 319. Not super crazy, but also, you know, not like horrific bad. Hold on. We also got to keep in mind, see, let's go actually start over again. Let's go back. Let's go back. Nothing insane, right? 320, meh. But we got to remember, increases attack for each active buff. So you're not seeing the max possible damage that he could do here, right? If these guys are loaded up with buffs and he's going second, you know what I mean? Each active buff, you could easily hit 100%. Well, 20%. I guess you'd have to have 20 buffs for, yeah, you probably could in today's arena. You probably actually could hit 100% relatively easy. So keep that in mind. The damage is going to be way better in arena than it is in Dragon for these skills. Just something to keep in mind. Well, let's go again. Let's go again with the AoE, and let's see what we got again. 341. Okay, didn't kill here. Interesting. So you really do need that buffs to maximize his damage. Let's go again. Let's try the A2 this time. We got to get him into arena. We got to get him cooking. All right. A2, this will grant the extra turn. No extra buffs here as well, so we're not getting the extra increase, you know, ignore defense. So again, in arena should do much better than he's doing in Dragon. And also he's not, you know, he hasn't lost any HP. So this shouldn't, I don't think this will hit super hard right now. All right. Here's the thing. Considering there are no buffs up, considering he's not getting the extra ignore defense, that actually is a lot better than I thought. And that's a 2-hitter. That's like 460. That's 460, right? Without a literal basic 100% HP increase that you could potentially get here. And on top of that, another 35% ignore defense. I can guarantee you this ability hits hard. It's going to hit like a freaking truck. Just one more A3 just for giggles. 327, 334. Okay, let's get him into arena. Let's see what he can actually do. Let's get him out of here. Playtime's over. Daddy has the taste for real arena action. Okay, go second teams. You know what? This is a great example, though. Let's put him up against Amarius, and let's legitimately, we'll start go second. We'll start go second here, and I'm not going to load him. Not going to load this up with team like other champions. That would be really great. We're just going to go straight and simple and see what we can do. Now, this champion should absolutely counter the living crap out of him, other than the fact that he's in reaction, which might be his saving grace. Go second. I'm not going to use Necrit. We just want to really get a sense of what he's capable of. I'll use Siegfried. Like, honestly, if I had a nice would be great here. Nice, Siegfried, ARNORN. Put someone like a Queen of Hearts in there, and then you're kind of cooking, right? Like, it's kind of disgusting. What else could we go with? You know what? I could also go, just, you know, why not? I haven't used a Mithrala. Let's do that. We could also hypothetically use a Torment, but they do have a Sifi. Now, he is going to get locked out. So we could actually go, let's go Crixia to reset. I like that. Crixia reset. And who else do I want to put in here? Doesn't really matter, frankly. And I want to lock them out. I'll just put Mithrala. We'll roll like that. We'll put a little Mithrala in there. We'll get a little resist. And let's just see. There's 0 speed on this team. Now, this should be rough. We got the Sifi boosting. All right, cooldown goes out. Odin comes in. Strips. Now, we have reaction on. Wow, look at how much he did. He didn't even take damage. That's basically insane. We can cleanse him up. Oh, the enfeeble is going to be a problem, though. That's not good. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. So Marius, you can see, really is. But here comes. Look at that. Look at that. Just destroyed everybody. Destroyed everybody. Oh, my Lord. I didn't even know what was happening. He just literally came in there and said, it's over. Let's go up against a Volcanos. Sure, why not? Why not? He just cooked him with that AoE. He just cooked him. All right, I'm not going to... Should I try to strip here or should I just chill? I'm just going to... no, I'm just going to chill. We're just going to chill for a sec. Lots of stone skin here. Stone skin. Oh, super slow team over here, though. My goodness, this team is slow. My God, I thought I was slow. Holy smokes. What is the speed on this? I mean, is he just going to ignore all my defense and just cook me entirely? We're not even going to get through all the stone skin. You know what? I'm going to try to just strengthen. Oh, he got sheeped. Okay, well. Boop, 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 boop. My God. I should have just tried to strip, frankly. I should have just stripped. Okay, so you can see he can get provoked, all that fun kind of stuff. Let's just lock him out. This team is not ideal for testing. It's just too slow. We can't really get to where we want to go here. Here, kill him. Weak hit? No, didn't weak hit. Nice. Weak hit on the other ones. Fun times. Switch him up. I still want to win, so we'll cleanse it off. And we'll see if we can get maybe we can use his A1. Or his A2, I should say. And get a good idea of what he does damage-wise. We've only got one buff up here, so this shouldn't be anything crazy. But yeah, sat him down pretty quickly. Surprise, surprise. There's the A3. We got Stone Skin, blah, blah, blah. Just go full auto. Full auto. This team was... Well, why did I pick this team? What was I thinking, guys? I picked this team because I was like, oh, let's see who's slower. Well, clearly they were slower and in a ton of Stone Skins, so that was not ideal. All right, tons of Mariuses. That's not good. But in live arena, of course, you can deal with that, right? You can deal with that in live arena. You don't have to worry about it as much. Oh, this will be interesting. Now, we're in bolster, so this will really kind of screw us versus a Narcissus. My Mithril is in bolster, but why not? Why not Seed? Now, Siegfried's going to die right away because of the Narcissus passive. But this is good. Okay, we're still not dead. Oh, there comes the Stone Skin. Boom, look at the damage. Switches him into the other mode. Switches him in. But you can't hurt me because I'm in Stone Skin. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Now, can he kill? Can he kill a nice? Yes, he can. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sit down, you son of a bitch. God, I love putting him down. Nice. Literally. I love it. Okay, hold on. the glee of this champion. So another one that might counter him, frankly, Taurus Marichka as well, just because you can hammer away at that Stone Skin. And of course, you could get it hypothetically stripped by a Galathier, but I don't know. Let's try this. Let's try over here. I'm loving this. His damage is quite good in the arena. Once you get those buffs up and people are buffed on him, it's pretty nasty, right? All right, I'm actually going to apply this. Okay, and hopefully, yep, good. Okay, that didn't matter, whatever, blah, blah, blah. All right, here comes Taurus, big boy nuke. Oh, my Lord, the reaction proc, insane reaction proc. I love it. Okay. How much? We can't do anything because of this, but what kind of damage can we do here? All right, we kill the Marichka. This procs. We do it again. Oh, my God. Everybody gets revived because of Marichka again, even though it happened afterwards. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, she reses, though. She reses. No. I'm trying not to use the Siegfried here as well. Okay, so let's see how much he takes. He's taking it. He's still so slow. Now, we don't have this because we already used it. So now we're kind of just like, we're kind of screwed. But we destroyed. Oh my God, we destroyed the Galathier right there with that double hitter. That A2 is filthy good. The A2 is filthy good. Oh my God, did you see that damage? Just came in and said, not today, son, not today. All right, let's lock out now. Let's play as if we're playing for real. And we'll cleanse. And this is without increased attack, by the way. There's no increased attack champion here. And now, let's see here. Can we get an extra turn again? Now, is he going to get stunned? Might get stunned here, but boom, boom. Okay, down they go. Resisted the stun. Beautiful. Gets the extra turn. Bam. Sit down. Not even much buffs out there, but it's working. This champion is so fun. This champion is just a fun champion, right? Look at that. He managed to live the Taurus. We'll take it. He's so slow, though. I have built him so slow. My God, he is slow. All right, finish him off. Boom. Oh God, sorry. I had potato soup earlier with a salad, so I'm burping over here all over the place. But you know, has to be done. All right, what else we got here? Ooh. This is tough, right? Siegfried kind of a tough one for him. I think we lose this fight, but let's go in and see. And then we'll try him fast. Let's see how he does fast, right? Okay, we're locked out. Oh, block debuff's actually a big problem. So Lazaria is also an issue. We can't have that. That comes up. We lose our ability to get the stone skin out there. Counterattack. Siegfried in the stone skin himself. Another block buffs, but we cleanse again. Mirthrala coming in clutch. Can I trigger this? All right, triggered it on the Siegfried. That's what we want. Rage and Nephilim. All right, there it comes. Now, the only problem here is Siegfried's going to get to revive, right? If we kill the Sifi. So Siegfried definitely kind of one of the keys to dealing with him, I think. Oh. He already had his turn meter. Oh, we could stun him. We could stun him. Oh, if he had a little more accuracy, you could have stunned him. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. Maybe worth building him with a smidge of accuracy then. So we do indeed lose. But kind of cool. Kind of cool, right? So if you have a little bit of stunning accuracy, then maybe you can counter a Siegfried once they switch forms. Okay. Let's try him fast now. Let's see what he does if we're going first. We're not getting the benefit of all those buffs, right? But let's just try. Let's go. We'll take out the Siegfried. We'll go with kind of the standard speed thing I've been running recently. Except we'll keep Crixia in there and we'll throw Odin. And we'll have him roll. And let's see what he does. Now we'll give him increased attack. Does increased attack make a huge difference? Oh, Magma Shield. This is perfect because this should trigger on him. I think this will trigger, right? No, it didn't do, does not do damage? I thought Magma Shield, what? Is that not Magma Shield? Magma Shield, doesn't that do damage? No, maybe not. I gotta look that up. Now I'm like, I thought that reflected damage back, but maybe I misremembered. There's so many buffs now at this point where I'm like, God, I don't even know. I don't even know. Half the time I see something, I'm like, what is it? What is it? Pretty good damage there, even without the buffs. Let's try another one. Here we go. Narcissus, Galathir. Let's see what we got. We're going first now. Now, if we do this against Marius, again, we might get enfeebled. Pretty rough. But we'll go ahead and try. We did, in fact, get enfeebled. Tough. Very tough. The enfeeble, very rough. Reaction, it already came off, though. That's great. Nice. Awesome. Okay. Kill. Oh, my God, that A2, guys. That A-freaking-2. I probably shouldn't have used the AoE and I should have just waited, but I couldn't help myself. I needed to see. Oh, my God, that A2. Absolute filth. Absolute filthiness on the A2. Hold on. What's the A1 do? We just try here to kill Galathir. Oh, I thought I triggered his passive already. I guess I did not. But how many? Did I not trigger his passive before? How many times am I going to trigger this guy's passive? Was that aspect to Surath? Have I lost my mind? Now the Enfeeble comes in, dude. Marius, definitely, you saw right there, too. That Stone Skin buff came up. Marius just said it's over. Marius said it's over, son. I don't care about your Stone Skin buff. It's not protected. It ain't protected, so it's going bye-bye. Marius, by far, one of the best ways to counter this champion. Not even close. You can see right there. Running this champion into Marius, not a good idea. Not a good idea. Most of the time. So, okay. Let's see here. Oh, this is good because we can ignore shield. I don't think he doesn't ignore ally protection, right? Can't remember. No, defense, shield, and strengthen, wasn't it? He really is meant to like try to counter Marichka in some ways. Let's just go. Do we just go straight into it? Let's just go straight into it. Kill him. Boom, boom. Sit down. That second hit is just disgusting. And then we got increased defense, strengthen, and shield buffs. What do we do here? Well, we get polymorph, or we we trigger Marius is what we do. Okay, this is actually great though, because you see how hard Marius counters this champ. If you're lucky enough to have this champ, do not bring this champ against Marius. Don't do it. You're gonna regret it. Also, another champion that might counter it too, Iyasu, potentially just shutting him down through the Stone Skin buff. You could honestly, actually, now that I think about it, you could even put Aspect to Sarath on him, maybe. You could throw a little Aspect to Sarath on him when he gets that Stone Skin buff as well, to prevent him from getting killed like champions by Iyasu, for example. Yeah, or even Marius, where maybe he survives then. So maybe Aspect to Sarath actually could work as well. So Wand Submission, Cat's Gaze, Aspect to Sarath, all interesting options. But he's definitely meant to go second. Like, that is his thing. He is meant to go second. He is a go second champion. We're using him go first here because I want to just see. Oh, look at that. We burst right through the Stone Skin. My God, that was with the A1, by the way. All right, let's actually lock out the Marius. There comes the Stone Skin, and there he goes. Shut him down. Stone Skin came up. He was stunned. He had decreased defense. It goes away. The Stone Skin comes up. The damage potential goes through the roof, and you just start popping off. You just start popping off with it. Now, he's going to die here. Odin should kill him. Maybe Odin doesn't kill him. We'll find out. Okay, maybe we stun Odin. Maybe we get sheeped. Who knows? Maybe it all goes wrong. He's also, I mean, he's so slow. He really might be built too slow. But the damage potential is great. The damage potential is great. Let's see if we can get some different teams in here. Who else? Georgid. Okay, let's try Georgid. Let's go back to go second. Let's go with a Necrit now. Let's protect him with a Necrit. Let's see how interesting it gets when we get a little Necrit action on him. I could use things like Queen of Hearts. You know what? I will. Why not? Here's your go second team right here. All right, let's see how this works. This is great. All right, the buffs are up. Frankly, what's his face? I mean, Volcano's going to kill everyone before anything else happens, but all right, we're going to get A1 because we just want to see here. All right, removes. Oh, there comes the Stone Skin. Boom, sit down. Now we have some swift parry here. Odin might screw us. You saw also he's lost the Stone Skin now. He has officially lost the Stone Skin. Courtesy of our good friend. So we use Volcanos there, but now we can just pop off. Boom. Really good Siphi counter, I think, ARNORN as well. If you have problems with Siphi, certainly could do some work against a Siphi. Okay, ooh, Gizmak Commodus. Gizmak Commodus. I might have to take the Volcanos out, honestly. It was a little bit too... Volcanos. I got to do my little Volcanos test. He was kind of cooking there, you know what I mean? Kind of cooking. Let's go back to the Mithrala. Could also go Harima. Let's go. Where is she? Mithrala. There she is. Okay. Let's see. What a fun champion, though, right? What a fun champion. Okay. Oh, yeah. We're not going to strip anything. We're just going to chill. Nice thing about having a protection Necrit as well. The Commodus can't do anything here. Can't strip me. Can't do whatever. We also don't have to worry about our good boy Gizmak, at least with the burns. So, okay. Mithrala is still alive. Necrit has somehow survived. Beautiful. Let's see what the A1 does. Can we kill with the A1 on a Duchess? You bet your ass we can. Good God, the buff domination is just so filthy. All right, here we go again. Where's the A2? How about you sit down, big boy? How about you sit on down? And then how about you... Wait, what? What? Why is there a little damage there? What the what? The what? How did that do so little damage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buffs? How did that do so little damage, guys? I'm honestly surprised. Against a Shuzen? No. No, I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe. Why was it really that weak hitting? Why did it do so little damage? It literally did 35%, only 35k. And there were multiple buffs. Well, what the heck? I don't even know what the heck just happened. All right, let's take it against Empress. Go second again. All right. Yep. You know what? We actually are going to AoE or try to trigger this fun stuff from our good friend Siegfried. Hey, look at that reaction come into play. That's the other nice thing about the reaction here. All right, we will strip some buffs now. Playing the game normally. Normal play it. Let's see. Can we kill the Mariska with the A1? Dude, the A1 kind of smacking, man. You know what I mean? A1 kind of smacking. Can we just kill this guy? Yeah, give the extra turn. All right. He's got increased attack. Why doesn't it let me see the damage? It's so quick. But he killed the Empress and he killed the Shuzen. I don't know. I'll have to watch it back. You guys will tell me in the comments down below. Anyway, long story short, this guy is sick. This guy, legitimately, if you're trying to go second in raid, there are like certain champions you pretty much have to have at the high end in order to do it. It's really tough to do otherwise. You can get away with it potentially if you're building like completely reaction, all stone skin against all speed. Like that can certainly work if no one can bomb you. Like that's viable as well. But it's just there are some things that work better than others, and ARNORN is a great example of a champion that just works way better than others would. Just way better. All right, can we kill the Mariska? A1 damage really not bad. This is a beast team too. Nell coming in. This is fun. Oh, block revive. No. Why do you do this? Polymorph, okay. Can we kill with the A2? We did have enough damage to kill. Sick. Okay. Come back around. Let's see if we can trigger the Galathir passive. Nope, not with the A1. Not enough damage there. That's okay. He hasn't procced his stone skin yet either, thanks to the Narcissus. Well, or the Necrit, but now he did. Now he procced it. So it's back now. Nice. Still extremely difficult. Can I kill him with the A2? I'm going to try. We got it. Huge. I get the extra turn. Kill. Brother Christ. Jesus Christ. This champion is so filthy difficult. A3, not enough to kill him. God. This champion is broken. This champion is broken. But still, we were able to do it. And there are lots of possibilities with ARNORN. Overall, I'm happy. I'm very happy with ARNORN. And he's doing the things that I want him to do. And I'm certainly going to be using him in live arena now. You know what I mean? Versus certain teams. Let's try the Gizmac. Try the Gizmac. But again, like this is you know, with the Volcanos here too, it's like ultimate go second, right? He gets locked out. The Gizmac comes in. That's okay. Oh, he's frozen. The reaction, he's just chilling. Necrit's chilling. Everybody's chilling here. Now Polymorph's kicking in. We're having a good old time. Mithrala comes in here. All right, what can we do here? Let's try a kill. Can we kill this? Yes, we certainly can. Yes, sir. Can we kill this? You're damn right we can. And everyone else becomes a sheep. RaidShadowLegends, folks. The way it was meant to be played. Sheep ShadowLegends. All right, we come in here, and now he takes his turn, and he says, you're dead. He's getting back his lockout, and, you know, increase attack and ally attack, and boop, boop, boop. The freeze, nice. We're getting frozen. There we go. What? Dude, is this happening to anybody else more frequently where champions, like, he's alive, but he's dead. He's dead, but he's alive. Like, I don't know what happened to Raid, but this did not used to happen with the consistency it happens nowadays. Like, you go back 2 or 3 years, this really did not happen. And I swear to God, it happens all the time now. I don't know, man. Get the quality control together. That's all I have to say. All right, one more. Can we get one more battle? One more battle. Taurus Marichka Siegfried from enemy. Oh my goodness. Yes. Why not? This should absolutely be a loss, but let's just find out for fun. Let's just take a little peek ski. All right, there come the buffs. Here comes our girl. Let's see. Can we strip? We did strip. Oof. Goo, 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 goo. My goodness. Well, the reaction's doing its work, though, plus the Necrit, that's for sure. I think we got to kind of try to kill the Siegfried here, or at least not kill him, but pull up the block. The block damage. How did he not die? How in the hell did the Siegfried not kill him? I'm genuinely shocked. Now we're just going to chill. Right? We don't want to trigger the Stone Skin too early. Oh, there comes more block damage. Oh, look at that. So that's another great example there, right? We got counterattacked by the Taurus. Even though he has Stone Skin buff up, he doesn't have enough HP for it to survive. Taurus Marichka, still a really good counter for this champion. Taurus also really hard to kill still, right? And if you have his skills, you're not like that Stone Skin buff, it ain't gonna do it. So here's, this is a great way to end it. This is a great example of a champion that is really good, I think, like that serves a specific niche, right? He has a specific niche to serve, helps with the speed issues in arena, but also still has counters. Like, cool. There are actual counters to this champion. There are ways to deal with him. You can also you can lock him out, and then he becomes less valuable, other than he's proccing that A3, right? He's proccing that possible A3. But, I wish that more champions were built like this one was, or created like this one was, where he is strong, he is good, he fills a really good niche for arena, but he's not completely insanely broken, right? He's not so insanely god-awful broken that there's no way to counter him. There's no way to deal with him. Yeah, man, cool champion. Cool champion. I really like him. I'm curious what you guys think. Do you like him? Do you have him? Do you want him? He was literally other than Nice, who is by far like my most wanted champion, and like the champion that I pray for on a daily basis. ARNORN was in the same conversation because he opens up, I think, or I hope, I'll have to mess around with his build just to make sure, but he opens up so many opportunities for different kinds of teams in live arena. And I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about having different kind of things to do to see if they work and see if I can make a Go second team work consistently at the high end. It's still really tough to do, but we'll see. Like, that's part of the fun. So really stoked that I pulled him. Really fun champion. And again, a champion that I think is good and strong, but in my opinion, is not broken. At least that's what I feel right now. Maybe if I put Aspect of Seraph on him, I felt different. You know what I mean? Maybe that's one of the keys to unlocking him. So maybe I'll try that. Well, I'll throw an Aspect of Seraph on him for live arena and see if that helps. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of ARNORN. What kind of builds you think would work as well. I'm always open to hear your thoughts. And if you're excited to see me use him on stream in live arena, I am certainly excited. I can tell you that much. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. I'll catch y'all soon. Big Papa Drock, out.